Learning English can be one of the most exciting and fulfilling journeys you'll ever embark on. It's not just about memorizing words or grammar rules. It's about opening doors to new opportunities, connecting with people from all over the world, and discovering new cultures. Let me take you through my own experience and share some tips that can make your English learning journey fun, effective, and stress-free. When I first started learning English, I was living in a small town called Green Valley. Back then, English felt like a giant, intimidating mountain. I didn't know where to begin, and I was scared of making mistakes. But one day, I stumbled upon a simple English storybook. It was filled with colorful pictures and easy sentences. I decided to give it a try, and that's when everything changed. I started listening to stories every day, and slowly, the words began to make sense. The more I listened, the more confident I became. Listening became my secret weapon, and it's the first tip I want to share with you. Listening is one of the most powerful tools for learning English. It helps you get used to the sounds, rhythms, and patterns of the language. You can listen to stories, songs, podcasts, or even the news. The key is to make it a daily habit. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, consistent listening will help you improve your understanding and pronunciation. When I was learning, I used to listen to English songs and try to sing along. At first, I didn't understand all the words, but over time, I started picking up new vocabulary and phrases. Listening also helps you learn how words are used in different contexts, which is crucial for speaking and writing. Speaking is another essential part of learning English, and it's something many people find intimidating. But here's the truth. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language. I used to be so afraid of saying the wrong thing, but I realized that mistakes are actually your best teachers. They show you where you need to improve. I started practicing speaking every day, sometimes by talking to myself in the mirror, other times by chatting with friends who spoke English. If you don't have anyone to practice with, don't worry. There are plenty of online communities where you can find language partners. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're just stepping stones on your path to fluency. Reading is like a treasure chest for learning new words and understanding how sentences are built. When I was starting out, I read simple children's books with lots of pictures. They were easy to understand and helped me learn basic vocabulary. One of my favorite books was about a little dog named Max who went on adventures. It was a simple story, but I learned so many new words from it. As you get more comfortable, you can move on to more complex texts like short stories, articles, or even novels. Reading not only expands your vocabulary, but also improves your grammar and comprehension skills. Plus, it's a great way to relax and enjoy yourself while learning. Writing is another powerful tool that often gets overlooked. When you write, you get to practice using the words and grammar rules you've learned. I used to keep a small notebook where I wrote about my day, my dreams, and even funny stories. At first, my sentences were short and full of mistakes, but over time, they became longer and more accurate. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and express yourself clearly. It's also a great way to track your progress. When you look back at your old writings, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Watching English videos, movies, and TV shows is another fun and effective way to learn. Not only are they entertaining, but they also expose you to real-life language. You'll hear how people speak in everyday situations, learn new words, and even pick up on slang and expressions. I remember watching a cartoon about a silly cat named Whiskers. It made me laugh, but I also learned so much from it. Watching shows with subtitles can be especially helpful when you're starting out. As you get more comfortable, try watching without subtitles to challenge yourself. Surrounding yourself with English is another great strategy. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the faster you'll learn. I started by changing the language settings on my phone to English. At first, it was a bit confusing, but I quickly got used to it. I also labeled objects around my house with their English names and listen to English music every day. Immersion helps you think in English and makes the language feel more natural. Patience is one of the most important qualities you'll need on your English learning journey. Learning a new language takes time, and it's easy to feel frustrated when you don't see immediate results. But remember, every small step counts. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. When I was learning, I used to feel discouraged when I didn't understand something, but I reminded myself that progress happens slowly. I started setting small goals, like learning 5 new words a day or reading 1 page of book. Reaching these goals gave me a sense of accomplishment and kept me motivated. Making learning fun is another key to success. When you enjoy the process, you're more likely to stick with it. I used to play word games with my friends, sing English songs, and even make up funny stories with the words I knew. There are also plenty of apps and online resources that turn learning into a game. The more fun you have, the more you'll want to learn. Reviewing what you've learned is just as important as learning new things. When you review, you reinforce your knowledge and make it easier to remember. I used to review my notes every week and go over the same stories or videos multiple times. Repetition helps solidify what you've learned and build your confidence. Staying positive and believing in yourself is crucial. There will be days when learning feels hard, but don't give up. Remind yourself why you started and keep your goals in mind. I had moments when I felt like quitting, but I stayed positive and kept going. And you know what? It paid off. Finally, enjoy the journey. Learning English is like planting a garden. Every word you learn is a seed, and every sentence you form is a blooming flower. With patience, curiosity, and a positive attitude, your garden will grow beautifully. So, take it one step at a time, celebrate your progress, and most importantly, have fun along the way. You got this.